Hi ladies, I'm here with another video of some things that I've been working on for about 2 weeks, and I just finished up the second one I did, and I want to show them to you together. And what I did is, in my material stash I have old blue jeans. A friend of mine had given me a couple pair of blue jeans, and I had also purchased some at the local thrift store that I thought I could use the material. And I decided, since they're little girls' jeans and shorts, I would make some little girls' purses. So let me show you the first one I made. The first one is a little girl's pink purse. And what I did was, this was a pair of shorts, and I cut it open all the way along the bottom. I trimmed off the crotch here so it would be more even, and then I stitched it together. And once I had that done, I wanted to put some lace on it. So I stitched some lace here along the edge on the back, and then I used a pink and gold ribbon on the front, and I hot glued that one. The two purses that I've made are hot glued, and they're also stitched depending on what part I was doing. Once I had that done, then I decided to do some embellishing on it. Let's start over here. Here I put two of my homemade flowers. I have the lace backings to each one, and they're a white with a gold with gold in it, and they're in the shape of butterflies. And in the center of this one here, I took two of my materials, a pink and then a green for the backing, and I did like I took the material in a circle, and I did a running stitch, pulled it, and made the two flat um, circle pieces with the material. They're like a button type thing. I hot glued them together, and then I put a gold and white button for the center, and I hot glued it to the shorts. Now this one I did a little bit different. I used the same lacing as this one, but I took one of my little straw hats and I outlined it with pink pearls, and then I took some of this material here and I cut a strip and put a band around it so it would have like streamers hanging down the back. And then on this side, I used again the same material as I used on the other two, only this time I just put a plain pink button in the center with a butterfly bling. And then down here I made one of my pincushion flowers. I used the white lace backing and the pink and the green material. And hidden under here is a little button. Let me get some of that off. A little button that has a butterfly on it. I put that there. I have one over here as well. And then I also added one of my little purses. I had this clip that was green, and it matches the green here in the material on this one. And I put some gold buttons on it with some pink pearls, and I just hot glued it down just to give it a little bit of make it a little girly. And then up here I took a jewel piece. This is an actual pin, and I pinned it right here in the front, and then I took some gold and pink yarn, and I made a closure for it so you can get inside of the purse. And that's that one. The back I left plain. I didn't do anything to the back, but I did put buttons on each side, little white buttons I put on each side of that one. And then the handle I took and sewed two lengths of the oh, I forget what this lace is called, but I took two lengths of it and I sewed them together, and then I sewed the pink ribbon with the gold like I had on the bottom along here to make the handle for that little girl's purse. And that's the first one. It's very shabby chic and very pink, which is my absolute favorite color. And I thought a little girl would absolutely love to have something like this. It's really cute. And then the second one, I actually took a pair of purple corduroy jeans. And again, I cut them and I cut the crotch out and I turned it inside out and I sewed along the bottom to make sure it was closed. And then on the front and the back, I put the eyelet, that's what it's called, eyelet lace on to give it a nice fancy bottom. And then for each of the pockets, I put a length of the eyelet lace there, and I put buttons on each end so that you wouldn't see the raw edges of the lace. And then what I did for this one is I have some, the purple polka dot and then the blue and purple flowered material, and I sewed them together and I made like a little hanky and I hot glued them inside the pocket. And then here I took an old earring, it was a clip-on, and I actually clipped it to the hanky and the purse, because this is the pocket here, and then I hot glued it down just to give it a little bit of fanciness. And then over here I put one of my homemade flowers with the gold and the white lace, and I had a pair of these earrings. They're purple with the gold around it, and I used it as the center of this flower. And I also made a little purse here that sort of hides underneath the flower for this one. And I made a belt with the two kinds of material, the polka dot and then this printed material, which I thought is I just love this material. And I made a belt of it, a belt with them. And then on the back, I put the other gold and purple earring just to cover up the seams that come together there and to give it a little bit of fanciness. And then again, I made two more hankies, one for each pocket. Only this, I took the squares and I cut them in triangles and then sewed them together so you could see both of the materials. And then I hot glued them in the pocket, and I did leave the edges on all of the hankies that I made. I left them raw so that they can fray a little bit. So, and then again, I took the eyelet lace and I sewed it together again, only this time I put black ribbon down the center just to give it a little fanciness. But that is the second little girl's bag. I didn't do a closure for it. It is open. But I thought a little girl would really like to have something like this. I know my granddaughters would very, very much. They would like this because they like the purple and the pink and all those other little girl colors. So those are my latest sewing and hot gluing creations that I've made. And I wanted to share them with all of you, and I hope you like my work. And I want to thank you for watching my video today. I really appreciate it. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.